Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, this channel is about finding deals, showing hauls, and having a few DIYs along the way. If you like what you see, please press the like button as it really does help YouTube promote my channel. Today is Taste Test Day. For Dollar Tree, mostly like baking Christmas treats, we have 4 different types of popcorn, which I'm very, very excited about. And we have the infamous Muddy Santas. They are coming. Now, I do want to say I originally had someone who was going to do this with me, but unfortunately she got in an accident. So I just want to say, hello, get better. But for now, it's just me. Dollar Tree has got like a huge selection of popcorns. So we have the classic Chicago mix. So I wanted to try this version of it to see compared to other versions of it, which is like a sweet and salty caramel and cheddar. Then we have toffee. Then we have caramel. But then we get into the very exciting flavors, which I can't even imagine. We have gingerbread cookie popcorn. And we have Mary Cherry Vanilla. So I am really excited to try these. And I'm going to say what my opinion is of them and whether you should buy it or not, because there's still a few days before Christmas that you could have it for treats or something. I opened this one. Okay, it just smells like popcorn. It doesn't really smell like much of a flavor. So I'm putting it in my little bowls here. So this is what it looks like, the Mary Cherry. I thought there'd be some sort of redness to it, but I guess not. Mary Cherry Vanilla. I'm going to pour the gingerbread, because those are the two Christmassy ones for me. And the gingerbread looks a lot like toffee, but we shall see. So I'm just going to start with those two for now. Yeah, and the gingerbread does smell a little bit like ginger. Trying with the Mary Berry, because I've been very excited to try this. I wanted to try this earlier, but I stopped. I was like, no, I have to save it for the video. Oh my gosh. That's so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is amazing. It's like, it's not an overwhelming taste, but it does taste like cherry. I mean, not fresh cherry, obviously, but there's a tiny bit of salty, but I do taste cherry. That's amazing. I didn't expect to taste cherry. Do I taste vanilla? Yeah, faint taste of vanilla. There's more of a taste of cherry, which it should be, but I am really excited by that. So I'm actually just going to put that aside. So going on to the gingerbread. Now, it smells quite gingery. Yeah. I like gingerbread. I think it's cute, like, to decorate with. I like the taste, but I don't love the taste. So if you love the taste of like a strong gingerbread, you'll love this. But it is quite a strong, it's quite a strong taste of ginger, which is great if you love ginger. Yeah, but it's quite tasty, you know, and it's very festive. And once again, it's a strong, good taste. As a side snack, that would go so well. Or even apple cider, it'd go really well with apple cider. Wow. We're going to go into the caramel. And I'm only going to take a few out because I don't need to take that many out. And toffee. So they look very similar. Here is the caramel. And here is the toffee. I think the toffee looks like it's a bit darker, but just slight. So we'll start with the caramel, because I don't know what the difference is going to be between the two, if any. Oh, and it smells very much like caramel. At first, it doesn't seem like it's a strong taste, but it lingers. So it's actually quite tasty. The first two, the Mary Cherry Vanilla and the gingerbread had a stronger taste. But this one is good if you like a lighter, but a nice caramel taste. It does have that buttery caramel taste. The more you eat, the more you get the taste, because it lingers and it kind of layers. Okay, now we're going to go into the toffee and see if it tastes any different. It does smell a little different. I needed to go drink some water in between. Oh. My snowman from Dollar Tree. Yeah, that caramel stays. Now we're going to try the toffee. I think this is a different taste in the fact that it doesn't have that buttery. The caramel has that buttery caramel flavor, whereas in this just has that sweet toffee flavor. It's very, very similar. This one doesn't seem to have that layering effect. And it seems to be stronger. But it's not as smooth of a taste. I actually prefer the caramel, but I like that buttery caramel taste. We are moving on to the Chicago popcorn. Now this is a great mix because it's got the salty and the sweet in one. So every bite you can change what you're eating. Like every bite it's like maybe you get tired of the sweet and you want some salty to cut it and stuff. And that's what I like about this. So if you have not had Chicago mix, I'll show you what it looks like. So you've got the cheese ones like this, and then you have the caramel ones, and they're all in one pack, and it actually goes very, very well together. Very, very well together. So that's the cheese one. Honestly, the cheese has very little flavor. I'm disappointed in that, because if you get, Costco sells a Chicago mix. It is just wonderful. The cheese is strong. The caramel is strong. The caramel in this is good. It's strong, powerful. But the whole point is to have the salty and the sweet. Yeah, and there's very little salty or cheddary taste. I don't care for that much. And I love Chicago mix normally. So it's like bland popcorn with some caramel popcorns put in. So if we're looking at all the popcorns, I highly recommend this one. This is the Mary Cherry Vanilla. Highly recommend. So good. And it's so unique flavor, and you're not going to get it. So I would go, if you can find it, if you can get out to the shops at all in your area, I would get some of these and stock up for a little while. This one is really good. If you like and love gingerbread, this is amazing. And this has great potential to put with other things as a side snack. So I really highly recommend both of those. Out of these two, I would personally choose the caramel, but it is a lighter taste, but I would personally choose the caramel. The toffee was very good. I think it all depends on whether you like that lingering taste of caramel, which I do. And actually it's kind of like a real caramel, because a real caramel lingers in your mouth. So I preferred this one, but I think some people would probably prefer this one just to have it taste and then gone. The Chicago mix, I do not recommend. There was no flavor in the one that was supposed to be the cheese flavor. Maybe it's because it's near the top. Maybe you have to shake the bag and stuff, but you shouldn't have to. So yeah, so I would give this a pass. I did it. I bought a mug cake, the vanilla with a tiny bit of chocolate in it, because I don't like to eat chocolate. So this is the French vanilla and chocolate bits. Something that a lot of people have never tried. They're like, they're interested, but they haven't actually picked them up. So I thought I would pick it up this time. I tried making this to the directions, which says to add 3 tablespoons of milk, stir for 30 seconds, and then cook for 1 minute, 10 seconds. And you were supposed to have greased the cup first. And the reason I mentioned that is I didn't read that. I just put it in the cup, went to the directions, and it was like, oh. So I had to take it all out. So I lost a teeny bit, but I cooked it for 1 minute and 10 seconds. It was nowhere near cooked. Now it does say give or take microwave by 5 seconds, depending on your microwave. Now, I had to cook for another minute before I was confident that it was not completely raw. Then it says let sit for 5 minutes. Now, I might have overcooked it because I do see that it's gotten quite solid, because even at, well, it was actually close to 3 minutes. Even at 3 minutes, it's still, if I did the toothpick, it came out not. It was like collected. So I don't know if it's just a very moist cake, then it's just gonna do that or what, but I figured we'd try. It does seem to be quite solid and cooked now. Yeah, I definitely overcooked it. So don't do that. Trust that it's good. Actually, no, the bottom doesn't seem cooked. I don't understand. Here's what it looks like. It's very dense. And I will say this though, my whole house smells like vanilla. It smelled like vanilla for a good, half an hour now. Yeah, it smells like there's been serious baking going on. So if you're the type that doesn't like to bake, but you want to seem like you like to bake, you could do that. Nobody will question. But let's go ahead and taste. It is very dense, so I think I did overcook it, but even the bottom doesn't seem like it's cooked fully, but the top is definitely overcooked. So I don't know how well these do. Maybe I needed a different type of mug. I used the Dollar Tree mug. I mean, it's not bad. It tastes very much like vanilla. And even with the chocolate, I'm mostly avoiding the chocolate. You could have easily used a sifter to get rid of it and put another thing in. Like I have some butterscotch chips from Dollar Tree that I could have put in. But I would not recommend it because as you can see at the bottom, it's like soft. And there's stuff stuck at the bottom. So I don't know. Yeah. Moving on. Now this is highly recommended in a few places. Mother's Made cherry pie filling. Now, if you get pie filling at like a grocery store, it's much more than $1.25. I got some pre-made tart shells and I cooked the tart shells. And then I just put the pie filling in and let it sit overnight in the fridge just to set it. You probably don't have to do that. I just wanted it set. So I wanted to try this because I've heard such great things about it. That is very good. I was really, really worried that this was gonna be sugary, like, because a lot of pie fillings are so sugary, and I don't like that taste of too much sugar in the pie filling. But oh my gosh, this is so good. It's light. It has enough flavor and it has enough sugar. It's not like it doesn't taste good. It tastes really, really good, but it's not overly sweet. And the cherry, I just took a cherry and the cherry is so good because it's not too sour, it's not sweet. This is like the perfect pie filling. Like if you put a little whipped cream or something on this, it'd be amazing. I had to finish it. That is very, very good. Highly, highly recommend getting this. Wow, so good. So going on to cookies. So I saw these, they just kind of put these out, so they should be available. And they're shortbread, and I like shortbread at Christmas. But there's a lemon, it's lemon shortbread, and I thought that was unique. So This is what it looks like. So cute. So cute. It's got a slight layer of lemon frosting on the back there. Let's try. Yeah, it breaks in half perfectly because of that seam. I'm gonna say it's not the greatest shortbread, but the lemon does make it nice. I mean, it's nice and crispy and stuff. I find the lemon is a bit sweet, considering the cherry was perfect. Lemon, which is supposed to be a little bit tart, this one's a bit sweet. So I don't think that I would continue to eat that, because I prefer less sweet and more buttery flavors. But yeah, they're good though. It is good. Let me try again. I mean, it's a nice cookie. And it is adorable. I mean, it would look so nice on a plate. And it's not a bad cookie by any means. The more I ate it, the better it became. But I think I'm just not a big shortbread cookie fan. And then this lemon, it's like, it's a bit too much for me. Okay, now this is white chocolate on a chocolate cookie. I just had to, because it's peppermint bark fusion cookie, and I've been seeing them and they look so good. This one's broken. Aw, they all seem to be kind of cracked in the middle. So they all kind of have a crack in there. So that's disappointing. It could have been me when I carried it home though, let's be honest. But it comes with a little Christmas tree on top. That's so cute. Is there any other? No, they're all Christmas trees. Yeah, they're all cracked, every single one of them. And then this is what it looks like on the other side. So cute. Like, these are just cute cookies. They really are. If they weren't all cracked, that's disappointing, because I don't know if that was in store or not. But let's take our knife. Safety first, always. I cut it, and then this happened, and then I tried to break it, like, as I cut it, and then I wanted this size of a piece, and I just tried to break that, and it like crumbled in my hand. So it's a very, very dry, crumbly cookie. And yeah, I like the little pieces of red there. Honestly, I didn't taste any peppermint. Or if it is, it's very, very subtle, which I'd hoped to have a huge peppermint taste. It was very vanilla-y, white chocolatey, and it didn't even taste like high-end white chocolate. Like, I know it's not going to be high-end. It's from the Dollar Tree, although, I mean, they have Godiva. So it could have been. But this is more for decoration than anything else. It's not a great cookie at all. The lemon cookies were good, just not to my liking. And I recognize that they were good cookies. But this, I would skip completely. It was not good. Moving on. Now this one, I'm very, very, very excited by, because I like sour cherries. Yeah, I saw this at the last minute and decided I'm gonna see how they compare to the regular sour cherries. Let's open it up. Okay, they look so cute. So cute. So right there, they have me with the cuteness, because they're tiny. I thought they'd be like a bigger size. They're so cute. Very good. At first, you can't taste very much, but then you start chewing into it. It's a nice flavor. It's definitely worth it. This rivals name brand for sure, and they're tinier, so you can kind of limit it with yourself if you can, or with kids. So good, so good. Moving on to the final one, and I know that's why everyone's waiting here. Muddy Santa's gelatin candy inside a chocolate coating. I think these are not going to be good. I have a friend who thinks they'd be fine. They'd be good. So I am testing them for you just to see, because I'm all about texture. And the texture of this, just the idea of it is just horrendous to me. I love jelly candies, and I actually really love chocolate, but oh my gosh, we shall open this up because I just kept going by it in the store and saying, that's weird. Who would buy that? And then I bought it because I just had to taste it and to see what it was. So you get 9, 10, 11. There's 11 in this package, just over 10 cents each. So let us open this up. Okay, this is what it looks like. So cute, I gotta say that. I did expect them to be bigger. I expected there to be less in the package and it to be bigger, but we shall open this up and see a pink one and a green one on the cover. I'm gonna cut it in half so we can, it's hard to cut because the gelatin is really stuck to each other. This is what the pink one looks like, and this is what the green one looks like. So let's try with pink. The pink one, it was kind of what I expected, except not disgusting because it's chocolate. The chocolate isn't bad chocolate. I mean, it's definitely not high-end chocolate, but it's not bad. And basically, the gummy inside, they've made it such a strong gummy that by the time you actually get into chewing the gummy apart, it takes a long time. The chocolate is basically dissolved at that point. So it's not like I thought where you're going to be chewing into chocolate at the same time. It's largely chocolate at the beginning and you're chewing around the gummy. Once it started getting chewed into, it was fine. It had that, you know, nice, that was the pink. It had a cherry flavor. It was strange, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But why? Why? Like, they had to make the gummy stronger for it to work, which I was surprised by that. I mean, I guess as a novelty, I mean, it's not bad. It's not as bad as I expected. Let's try the green one. Green one has a nice flavor as well, but the chocolate, the more you have, the less the chocolate tastes good. The gummies were good. The chocolate was okay. But once again, it took so long to get to the flavor and to open the gummy up. Like you saw, I literally had to cut the camera because it was taking so long to get to the point where you're actually chewing the gummy because it's a strong gummy. And by then, the chocolate's disintegrated. It's like having a chocolate and then having a gummy. But it's weird. If you like a little bit strange, you can try these. You know, I think kids would probably like these as a special treat because it is something unique and different. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It would be a great stocking stuffer for sure. Well, thank you for joining me today with this taste test of a few things that is available at Dollar Tree for the holiday season. As I said, highly, highly recommend the popcorn, the Mary Cherry Vanilla and Gingerbread Cookie. If you like gingerbread, amazing. Like, I mean, I can smell the gingerbread right now. So good. Yeah. Highly do not recommend the Chicago mix. No. Or the peppermint bark fusion. No. I still don't know how I feel about these. I don't think I like them. I don't think it's as easy as they say. And what's the point then? So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and want to see more, please subscribe and press the bell notification to be notified every time I upload. Have a wonderful day and stay beautiful. You want so much attention. Look at how adorable she is right now. Okay, you're not there. She's just had a haircut and she's a little bit cold. That's why we have her, you know, because she has had some thick hair for a while because we can't get her to the groomer as much as we could because of COVID, but